Putting some research videos together of the moon, digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the moon. Um, kind of giving a little bit of shout out stuff back to a few people that messaged me. At the same time, I'm trying to show anybody that comes to the channel and is really interested in what I'm even doing, and not just some lying asshole who's gonna keep coming in and fucking talking shit like what's his name, Wolfie's doing. It's unnecessary. Just go away. If you're not interested, then you go away. Why would you give it any attention? It's beyond me. Anyways, bringing in all different angles to show you different images. I was working on two of the eyes in the last 4 or 5 videos. I don't even remember where I left off. I'm going to use a yellow filter this time. There's an orange filter on whoever took the photograph of the moon. This photograph of the moon is the same one. It's that one right there. I got 5 of them downloaded. I'm not even through one direction. And you figure there's 360 degrees according to the circle, right? So I got 360 degrees of all these images that I could be going in on all the way around. And I don't know how hard I'm going to hit it all, but I'm going to hit it pretty good for the Harold Kautz series. The space balls have got me really interested. So I'm going to do what I can. And then at the same time, I have a couple new subs. One of them might be a real person, so I don't want to shrug you off. Tion 333, and I'm not shrugging you off. I'm just I'm looking at the imagery as I'm talking to you guys. So I'll just keep moving my camera in different directions. I'm pulling in 20, 30 images at a time with my eyes, and then I move on. I'm trying to give you where I see a hairdo or whatever. I'll try to leave it there to let you get it on your own without me pointing to it. This is only a research vid. I will go back and remaster them and point and crop and do all that shit. I'm doing a little of that as I'm going along, but it's a lot to get. I got to keep the mouse moving. I got to keep the music going in the background. I'm smoking, drinking, whatever, same time. So it's not like it's anything hard to do or anything like that. And I'm trying to show people to go look for themselves. You know, to go look at the imagery for yourself, study it yourself. Don't take anyone else's word on it, not including myself. The yellow filter, the blue filter, the red filter, the green filter, you'll notice will show different images more clearly than others, depending on what color. So we're bringing in color spectrums here. We're bringing in angles, lights and shadows. It's all about the lights and shadows. So I'm angling to pull in different lights and different shadows in every direction, and that's all I'm doing. And I'm doing it now for you so I can show anybody coming to the channel, not so you can look at what I'm showing you and say, whoa, wow, ooh. As a matter of fact, you don't have to give any compliments. No, nothing's necessary. No thumbs up are necessary. No subbing to my channel is even necessary. None of it is necessary. The only thing that is necessary is going and looking at it for yourself. That's the beautiful thing about it. That's why I'm showing you. Go to other people's moons. You don't have to go by my clouds, my moon, my water, my whatever videos I'm posting. You can do this anywhere. It's the system. And then just try to be honest with yourself, you know, about what you're seeing and what you find. You know, that's all. That's all I ask anyway. It's not like I can demand it. Okay, so Tion 333. I don't know, Tion, if that's your real name and then you just shortened it and put 333. I don't know. But anytime I see 33 or 33 or 333 or anything like that, any Freemason numbers or weird shit like that, I always think something of it. So it could just be me. So in other words, you possibly could be real. That's why I answered your question sincerely. Even though some of them sounded a little bit out there, so does the shit that I'm saying. So I'm fine with that. But I'm also being honest with you and tell you how I'm reading you and why I'm reading you the way that I am. So another thing that I do that you might not be aware of is that I go and look at the channels when people will write to me. I don't necessarily go and look just for a new sub. If somebody subs to my channel, I don't go onto their channel. Not unless I just happen to be looking around or something. But otherwise, it's not like I get all excited like, Wolfus is trying to claim that, if I get a new sub, I'm like, yeah, I got a new sub. Yeah. That's fucking so stupid, man. So what I want to say to you, though, TN333, is that I went to your channel. So when you wrote to me, I went to your channel, and I see that it's a new channel. I see that you don't really have anybody on there, unless, even the youngest of kids nowadays have a YouTube channel with a bunch of shit on them, you know what I mean? So to see somebody with no playlist, no interests, really, you only got a couple, you got on yours things that you could do in less than 5 minutes, right? You can set up a YouTube channel, throw a name on it, kind of just like Wolfus. Like I was just saying the other day about Wolfus's channel. He ain't got nothing on it. I was just fucking around. I was fucking with him because I think it's pretty funny that someone comes in like that and expecting me to believe and take him as a real person. He's not a person. He's either a YouTube actor or he's possibly the person that I'm calling out themselves, because they will do that. They'll tend to do that just to feel me out and see what I'm all about. They'll come in under another assumed name or an anonymous name or whatever, A lot of banging imagery in here, and I'm showing you in the light and in the dark. The lighter areas here, you can see that the hairlines will be in the dark sometimes and shit like that. So I'm purposely doing this stuff for you, so you see how everything mixes and how the shadows and lights play in with each other, and we'll show off other images and all that kind of shit. I mean, some of them are fucking banging, man. I mean, some of it's really good that you're like, and it all comes back: feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. You can feel free to point out lizards. Talking to Tian, you can certainly do that. I appreciate it, actually, as long as it's honest and sincere, because then it gives me a chance to go in and say, okay, look at this nose a little better. Show me another angle. I'll show you 40 different angles. That'll all one angle it'll look human with a big nose. The next angle it's human with a small nose. That kind of thing. So anyways, to finish my thought about your channel, Tian, I went there and you don't really have anything on there. So that means it was just a channel that you set up only to come in here and address me. You're subscribed to only myself and one other person, right? So I look at that and I say, okay, so this person really just set up a channel just to come in here and write back and forth with me. Now, if you were a ignoramus, if you were a real ignoramus, which I don't get that from what you were talking about liver cleanses, you obviously know about liver cleanses, right? And you had opinion and some intelligent things to say. So I definitely do not buy the idea that you're crazy. I would not buy the idea that you're an ignoramus in any way or fucking stupid. I get from the impression that you're an intelligent person. So when I realize that the person is, halfway decently intelligent and may understand some of the things I'm talking about, then when I look at your channel and see that you have nothing on it, I find that a little strange too, because then I say to myself, same thing I'm saying to you now, to your face, because I don't like talking behind people's back. I want this to be a sincere thing. I don't want to be playing games, like everybody likes to do. Everybody on YouTube likes to play fucking games. I'm not really into it. So I'd rather just call everybody out, and then you can feel free to do the same thing to me as well. I'm fine with that. So I expect everybody else to be fine with it. So, why would you not on your channel, T, and have other things that you've been interested over the last, whatever your age is, 15, 20 years old, I don't know. I don't know how old you are, but you could probably get an idea of your age by that as well. How long have they had a YouTube account? What have they been watching? What kind of conspiracy whack job are they really, you know? And who are they into? Which also helps me for the next people that I'm going to call out. That's why I enjoyed a lot of the people that I made series to and stuff, because they'd come in as this fake person, right? They come in as a false character, and I know it's them. I know it's them, right? And then when they set up their fake account, they'd be putting in all their idols, heroes, things like that, way more than you guys do. I mean, I don't want to keep using you as an example because you might be real, Tian, but definitely Wolfus is definitely not a real person. He's just somebody fucking around, either Harold himself or one of Harold's minion, right? You know, I get it all the time. I know. The things they do are just so obvious and they don't make any sense. So then what I do is I come out with honesty, and I'm honest back with them like I'm doing the Wolfus now throughout these last 10, 15 videos or whatever it's been. And Ziggy for that matter as well, you know. And I come out and I say, okay, well, if you are really who you say you are, then how is it that you have a fucking brand new channel and you have all this wisdom, but yet you have no content on your channel? Maybe perhaps you're not really who you say you are, you know, shit like that, you know what I mean? But it is funny to watch them all do this. So if you are, I come back out and I'm honest with you. I don't want to play the game and pretend that I don't even guess that. Like my mind couldn't even fathom that one of Harold Katz's minion or Harold Kautz himself could possibly come in and say something to me, because he's such a big talent out there and he's got such a name for himself. And it takes, you know, you have to wait months and months to get an interview with him. Where do I get off thinking I could possibly keep up with his scientific Get the fuck out of here, Wolfus. You're fucking dreaming, buddy. You're fucking dreaming. Hero to you. Hero to you, yes. Not to everybody. Definitely not to me. So that's not what it's about. So, Tian, I'm doing the same thing with you. I'm feeling you out. I'm seeing what you're all about. I would love for somebody to come in who's real, that I could talk into doing some series together and everything. Most of the time what happens, the minion go back and they tell their leader, their hero, their entertainer, whatever. They tell him what's going on. Because how do I know that? Because usually the minion will say to me, hey, dude, you should fucking show, you know who should see this? Harold Kautz. Harold, if you go show this to Harold, I guarantee you he'll fucking be all over it, right? That's what happens to me. That's what I get. And then I'll be like, nah, I know Harold. I've dealt with him in the past. I used to listen to his channel and shit. And no, he's nowhere near anything what I'm talking about, trying to show you. And then sometimes they'll get upset or whatever, but usually they'll run back to the minion. I mean, the minion will run back to their leader, their master, whatever the fuck I'm going to call them. And then if I don't hear from that person, and then the minion goes away, and then I don't hear from that person, I know he got the information. You know, the big channel name I'm talking about. The one that I'm calling out, you know. Like in this case, Harold. So if Harold is too big for his fucking britches to come and say, dude, I looked at all the shit you're showing and you're showing everything. I thoroughly looked. Not just I looked at this one fucking image in the moon and I'm determining that it's space aliens, and you go, that's not what I'm looking for. I'll take that. I'll accept it. But really what I would really prefer is, even if the average Joe came in, if one of the minion came in and said, dude, I fucking went and looked. I really looked. And I see it, man. I see it now. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, all the discussion and shit and showing you the eyeglasses and pointing out eyes and noses and mouths of the imagery and, you know, doing all the pointing and everything like that doesn't seem to be doing me any good. I don't really get anywhere with the videos. I just went back and looked at the videos again when I got the messages from Rufus, and watched a bunch of my old videos. I had to go breeze through them because I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting the messages in the comment sections, yet I'm getting them up on the bell, but yet they're not showing up in comments. I don't know why the fuck that is. Talk to the people who fucking broke into my computer and the people who stole my channel. When I say stole my channel, I'm uploading videos still. I can still, and then on certain days when I'm not locked out, I can go into my YouTube studio even. But then it's a pain in the ass when I do get locked out because I have to go in. I'm the one that has to deal with YouTube and say, yes, I opened up a computer from this address, or I turned the computer on at another address and all this kind of shit. And no, that's not me in Warren. No, that's not me in Ludlow. No, that's not me in Springfield. No, that's not me in Westfield. And I have to go all through all these towns that are all around me, which is another funny thing. This has been going on this way for a long time. The only time it went away was, like I was saying the other day, when I was under other channel names. When I didn't allow anybody to follow me. That was the only time. So that 6 months I had a break from it. But that's the break that all these lying motherfuckers had 6 months to go look at all the shit that I was showing them. So the embarrassment of not seeing it sooner in your life, you should be over that. Everybody, you know, anybody that's the actors that I'm calling out, I'm talking to. So, Tian, if you end up being a real person, you could possibly be, but you know, even real people, when they set up a new account, there's usually a reason for that, you know. I'm going down low to bring you some of this stuff that's in the Sea of Tranquility. Because, yeah, everything that I'm showing here, this is for everybody. This is, you don't need a hydrogen microscope, a hydrogen telescope, whatever, you know, all the shit that Harold's trying to tell you that you need in order to see everything. You don't need any of it. You can see it all with your own eyes. We always could. And also, Tian, you know, you might have a lot of information that might be valuable to me as well. You know, as far as doing the liver cleanses and stuff like that, I'm interested in all that shit. I am. But I definitely won't let it sidetrack me. I would just add it to the series. As we go through it, I would just add it to the series that I'm working on. And then if it worked out and it turned out you were a real person, then I would offer later to make a series with you, which is very simple on your end. Go back and watch the, or just go watch a couple parts of the series for the Trip and Sponge series. It's now called a Trippy series now. But if you go look at that series with me working with Rick, it was fine. Yes, he would distract me sometimes and I'd get pissed and then he'd be mad at me, and he nicknamed me the context eater because I'm always changing the context of whatever anybody else says. So that's just me. He pinned me. He nailed me. He's got me right. It's true. I do that because I don't allow anybody to lie to me. Everyone wants to lie to themselves. Go right ahead. And they'll lie to themselves, and then when I call them out on their lies, they think that they're telling the truth. So of course I'm going to get a nickname, the context eater. Because if you tell me A, B, C, D, and I know you really mean E, F, G, H, I, and then you're telling me, no, I said A, B, C, D, E. And I'm saying, I know what you're saying, but what you really mean is, you know. So anyways, if you ever wanted to do a series with me, I would love to do that. And it's very easy as far as digital collection of the EMNC. It's don't get any easier. But a lot of people that I offered to do this with and make series with, that were supposed to be just average Joes, they did a lot of weird shit too. And I don't look very far. It's not like I'm looking that deep into it. What I do is, like, let's use other people, for example, that I did series and added them to the series. I don't know if I should keep using their name or... fuck. Let's think about this for a minute. All right, if they refused, right? Let's say somebody came in and called me out on something like Rufus. Let's use Rufus as an example. So Rufus comes in, right? And Rufus is telling me right now, in the last few weeks, how I'm only doing this for attention. That's why I'm using Harold's name, is for attention for myself and all these things. So I'm coming back out and showing him and proving to him that no, it's nothing to do with that. And actually, you're bringing up Harold's name more than I am, and you're more upset about it than I am. I'm upset about the things that are coming out of Harold's mouth. I'm upset and pissed off. You can hear it in my voice when I'm watching his videos, when he starts talking about all this outer space, fucking space alien nonsense, when I can see the whole system for myself. You don't think that would be a little aggravating to anyone who's willing to go look for themselves and they see the system, but yet they gotta follow the rules and the regulations of everybody, from family, friends, YouTube, school, right? School, work. You got to follow all these things that don't mean shit in the real fucking system. In the human world and in the human realm, yes, we've made it all about all the lies. So, yeah, of course. Oops. What did I do? I unplugged the upper screen. No big deal. Hold on a minute. I want to make this, enlarge this again. Where did I do that before? Up here? No. I don't remember. Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, and I'm also, bound to get a little bit distracted when I'm doing all this by myself as well. I'm I got to work the camera, I got to work the computer, I got to work the music, I got to work all this different shit. So, shit's going to happen, people. So, you're keeping an eye on this big eye, because the last two videos I keep telling you to keep an eye on this eye. And I'm showing it to you in every different direction, every different angle, all different ways. And we're catching the larger one in certain areas, like right there. And you can see his whole hair doing everything, right? We can stretch him, like what I call stretching. The other eye, if you don't see it yet, is right here. And when I come around for other different angles, and that's not the only other eye for it, I'm just giving you one that you might be making out. And then if I keep pulling back, you'll see what he turns into, which is in the ape family with that eye, When I go to make the other vids, and he also has a human look to in another direction and stuff like that. But when I go back to redo everything and do the remasters, I'll be able to point this stuff out to you more thoroughly than I'm doing right now. There's a lot of shaking going on. Yeah, so, what these people do on YouTube and stuff like that to fuck around and play games, it's amazing. It's like they have a lot of fucking agents out there. And it's not only YouTube, it's everybody. It's everywhere you go. Okay, I'm coming in at a real heavy angle over here, if you can see it. There's the end of my computer, just so you see what kind of angle I'm at in order to pull this one in for you. You know what I mean? These are all different angles, pulling in different lights, different color filter this time. And I'm giving them to you in all different directions in a lot of different ways. I'm stretching so you can get the other eye in real good and all that kind of stuff. And there are thousands of images, so I'm not trying to direct your eye to any one. I'm just bringing up that one eye. Is all that I'm doing there, is pointing it out. Cropping at the same time. If I think it'll help, I crop for you. Both directions. deeper. Camera's not about 3 inches away from the monitor right here. This is another way of cropping as well. Alright, so again, some pretty cool things. When you see the lights and shadows crossing over each other, you know, when you see these dark areas and the light areas, and you see them working together to make the imagery, the lights and shadows. So I'm going to just deciding which ones I'm going to come in on. So hold on. Come down this way so I can turn this way. I'm trying to bring this other eye in better for you. One eye here and the other eye is going to be here for this mouth open and the nose right here. That's what I'm trying to do at the moment. I guess I got to be in pretty far. There we go. Okay, and his tongue sticking out. Okay. So eye, nose, mouth open with the tongue sticking out. I'll sweep by him here and there, back and forth. And the reason why I'm keeping them right here and not going up is because I don't want to catch another image that it's within. Because it's within image, within image, within image. So I'm trying to help you guys out and show you what cropping's all about and all this kind of nothing like what fucking Harold's doing. Nothing like anybody else is doing, you guys. I mean, I'm really fucking showing you I'm a real person. I'm not some fucking shithead entertainer, man. So, I don't know what the fuck your complaints are, Wolfus. Talking to Wolfus. You got nothing to complain about, man. You're obviously, you know, part of the problem. And you seem to be a problem for yourself, too. So when I'm going to angle the camera back the other way to show you that, now I'm going to go eye, same fucking nose, same mouth area, but a different image. Watch. Okay? Hopefully you'll get it. And then, of course, that image is within another image, within another image. And if you really pay attention, all this whole area is that other face that I was showing you, which is upside down to you right now. But there's the mouth and the eye of that other eye that I was showing you on video number 1 or 2 of today or whatever. But the beard is here and whatever, because you need to see him upside down. Let's see if I can, where was he? Right here. So yeah. So there you are. Now you're seeing them right side up, right? Am I right? Do I have my camera upside down? Yeah. The one that I was showing you earlier in 3 or 4 videos ago with the chest and everything like that. There you go. Right there. Right? So I bring you in on them so you can see them good. There you go. So that whole area, as I flip back around and we stay on that one area, boom, there you go. Now, when I come in, I can pull you in all these other images because it's image within image within image from the veil to the ground. One of the ones I like messing with a lot and showing everybody because it's just been one of my favorites since the beginning of finding all this. Okay, eye, nose, mouth open, tongue sticking out, tooth missing here. You can see the other teeth. You can see the lips around, right? So you got him there. I'll go in a little deeper on him so you can see how clear the imagery is. Right? Okay, now as I start angling him, you'll see the canine face go and the human face comes in. And then as I go around him, because I just did that. I did one move just now, and that's going to make him look more human. Okay? Now, if you can just stay focused on that image for a minute, and don't get lost in all the other imagery that for some reason nobody ever sees. Now I'm going to fucking come over to here, on this side, and watch. So now I'm coming from a different angle. His face gets fatter. His face gets wider. His eye goes the other way, and he starts getting a canine look to him right about here. So eye, crooked nose, same tongue sticking out, same tooth missing, same thing. And there's another angle that I'll just tell you, if I'll end up passing it, where his teeth are all good, and he's got a big growl on his face, and all of his teeth are there. It's pretty fucking amazing. So then you come around to an angle like this, and you get his face really fat, and his eye's going to end up, I can't get my stick over there, where's my finger? His eye's going to come way over to here. This eye here stretches to here, and this all becomes one face, a fatter face. So you'll get it. As you're looking around, you'll get it. I'll probably cross by it anyways, but let's see. There we go. I can probably just purposely go into it that way. Where is he? Right here somewhere? I mean, the detail's fucking unbelievable, unmistakable. You know, everywhere in the moon, you know, in the moon, you all have access to it. You can all pull it up anytime you want. I'm going to go with another filter. What am I at? 31 minutes already. Yeah, this phone's going to fucking die on me. I'll go back to blue, maybe. Alright. I'll mention this while I've got it on my mind, too. For you, mostly, for Tian. Tian, lots of bird stuff that could be possibly turned into bird, like the mouth of this thing that I was saying with this tongue sticking out. There's a lot of angles for this area right here for this to be a bird beak, and that's just one example of a lot of examples. There's a lot of other things that come to points, but I've been looking at them for a couple of years now, and I never get them to go bird. Something always goes wrong before they go bird for me. They'll turn into a rodent, something else, but they just never go bird. Another thing is because no body imagery, you never see wings. Now, same times I say that, I will let you know when I first found all this, when I made the first series that I made on YouTube for A Plain Truth. Jamie Lee at A Plain Truth. You know, I like dropping names. So when I made the series, because I'm calling these people out, man. So, you know what, Wolfist? That's tough shit, man. These people should be fucking embarrassed for not fucking telling you the truth about shit. Instead, you come in here, Wolfist, and you're fucking pissed at me that I'm showing this to people? To 2 or 3 people? Fucking ridiculous, man. But anyways, when I was first bringing this stuff up to Jamie Lee from A Plain Truth, and he denied it all as well, because I never seen him post any. If anything, he posts the same exact shit that Wolfist posts, except for he does it a flat Earth version. I'm sorry, as Harald Kautz. He does the same shit with the nanobots and all the fucking crazy shit, and he acts like he's trying to help everybody. Well, you know what? I gave him this shit. So he never did anything about it either. He's not going and looking. He's not posting anything on any of this. They just keep going down their fucking conspiracy holes. Government conspiracies, religious conspiracies, you know, scientific conspiracies. Now, people, this is a human conspiracy. Go look at it first and then make your decision. Trying to give you that face there that the other eye's starting to pop in for now with the eye, an eye, nose, and mouth. Trying to get his hairdo. Yeah, so, you know, Jamie Lee from A Plain Truth, when I first was doing this, I was trying to show him the same way I'm doing with Harold now, and all the other hundreds of people that I called out throughout all these series. But as I said, he just goes back and never says anything about it. He makes up a bunch of bullshit stories. Going in deeper and deeper, just so I can get you in some of this deeper imagery in here. Show you that it's image within image within image. It's not just what you see out there. I'm gonna move my mouse again. Gonna go back into the Sea of Tranquility area. Well, I got some shadows going on over there. I can show you the images in there. You've seen all these already in the second or the third video I made this afternoon. The only difference is it's at a different angle now. You might notice some of the foreheads or whatever, they might stand out on you from the earlier videos. I'm trying to point at them, but I can't get my fingers in there. But like the forehead of this one here, and stuff like that. You know, and then when I can get in deep enough like this, I'll keep pointing out. Okay, the glasses of this one here, this is a pretty cool image too, actually, this one here. But a lot of it comes in when you're way down here. Let's see. See, I can get them in real good for you. Yep. Yeah, I can get them. Okay, now we're real deep in now. I'm going to start angling my camera. Sea of Tranquility area. And any of these things that are going on in here that might seem like mirage-y to you, that you might think is a mirage, they're not. You can print up the moon from thousands of different fucking cameras. Doesn't matter. The imagery is always going to be the same. You'll get familiar with the imagery, and then you're going to realize, holy shit, it never fucking changes. No matter when I come back to it, if I go in at this particular depth, at this particular angle, I will start catching all these images, and then it's easy to remember. And I don't have shit for a memory, and I memorize them all. Also, I'll say too, you can also get away from any ideas that people might put in your head that this is square pixels from your computer monitor or from your phone by printing it up. If you put it on paper, print it up, then look at it, you're going to, with a magnifying glass, just use a magnifying glass, and you're going to go down and you'll see the same fucking imagery with your own eyes. And it's pretty goddamn amazing the way all the lights and shadows work on a thin piece of paper. To me it is, anyway. Probably because they can get so, you know, two-dimensional. You know, they don't look at all one-dimensional. I can get some of them to, you know, go 2- and 3-dimensional. Okay. Alright, so I already unplugged that, so now I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to swoop this around this way this time. So you can see what I'm doing. Like now I'm finally making a little bit of a turn on my computer so that I can bring in on some of these now. This is a really interesting area too. When I was working on the series for the New Earth channel, I pulled up a artist that was working for NASA, had done some photos, and then by the time I got to the fucking battery's dying on this one too now. When I got to the Tripping Sponge series, and I got over to that series, it was fun because I got to go in on a lot of that, and those guys are all full of shit too. As a matter of fact, I can confirm that that was a NASA photo to begin with, because they had the same thing, the speed limit sign, that 15-mile-an-hour speed limit sign, the dollar bill with only one line in it, the dollar bill symbol, I mean. And they also had the cross was another one that I kept forgetting to mention. Yes, I'm already at 41 minutes. I'm having a good fucking time in here, though. I really am. I haven't spent this much time looking in the moon in a long time. I'm having a good time. I love it. I don't see nothing, man. I don't see nothing. And fucking Harold, you're picking on fucking Harold, man. Fuck me, man. Oh, man. You guys are fucking funny. So I'll just mention again, because this video is about to end. I only got a couple minutes left. But I'll mention again the TNT, and I'll take a chance on you. If you are a real person and you want to, work together and try to help each other out and figuring some of this shit out. I'm not claiming to have it all figured out. So if you ever got that impression, no, I don't. I'm only able to see it. All the other stuff is slowly but surely coming, but I do know that when I was working with Rick, and even if Rick was a purposeful liar too, which I don't get the impression he was, but if he was, it didn't even matter. I didn't even care. It helped. As long as I'm honest with, with him and myself, as long as I was being honest, with each other, then that was fine, then we could get through it all, we can get through the rest. So there's that one too that I wanted to, with the chest. Now I'm finally right side up. So this is another really big one too right here. If I don't run out of time. Oh, there goes my fucking 44 minutes. Alright, on the next one I make, I'll start bringing you in on all this stuff too. Because there's a large heads right here. Big shoulders, this big fucking image right here. So I'll try to get in on that later. Oh yeah, this is a good one too. All the fucking clouds around the moon in that other video. So, but here goes. Somebody's already, unless I hit something again. I don't know if I did. I don't think so. But yeah, yep, there they go. The pictures all start moving around and doing weird shit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll be back.